guys, my name's Leona from Supra Conscious Soul, and this is your Divine Masculine reading. Now, for those of you that don't know, I'm going to do a Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine reading every Friday from now on. I've decided to leave behind the weekly and monthly star signs, as they were becoming too much with all the private readings I had to do. So this is how it's going to be moving forward, so that I can stay consistent. Now, we're looking at the Divine Masculine energy, and in terms of this energy, in terms of their past life energy, there's something being brought up here with the Greco-Roman. So they have this kind of curiosity. They feel like there's some kind of connection, or they're being urged to connect. They get in this sense of deja vu with this card. It's saying that they feel like they've had a past life connection, or there's something that's urging them to come in. Now, I feel like also there's something that's left them out in the cold, because this is the shadow energy. Now, with this card, the Five of Pentacles, it can either talk about money worries for some of you. So if we look at the Divine Masculine as a person, this could feel like they're going to get left out in the cold. This dog is out in the winter here, and we have them looking through the window at this warmth or at this flame. So there is very much a twin flame connection here. We also have the Four of Wands, which can talk about a twin flame connection. And we have the High Priestess underneath that. So I feel like in reverse. So it's kind of like they're needing to kind of reveal something, or the universe is kind of revealing something to them. Now, in terms of how we can use our masculine energy, this can be talking about getting the urge to connect to something, feeling like we're supposed to be doing something, getting kind of triggers or insights that are causing us to move towards something. There's a need for change, because we have, with the Rumi card here, we have the Lover and the Beloved. Now, this is talking about a need for change in a person's life, yeah, or a need to kind of open up, a need to be able to not be so closed-hearted, a need to be able to kind of express themselves in a more emotional way, in a more heart-centered way. Now, the universe is sending them signs towards this. And it's also, in some situations, it's like our money worries, or things that have kind of been held us back in some way, our fears around finances, could be pushing us to start new projects, to have a new vision, to open ourselves up to something new that we're probably a little bit scared of. Now, with the Hierophant coming in as the first card in the reading, this can talk about spirituality. Somebody is having the crown placed upon their head. This can talk about an opening up of the crown chakra. We also, with the Four of Swords, have this connection where they feel like they can kind of connect with you mentally. There is this mental connection that is being passed by, or passed down, should I say, through the crown chakra. Now, the Hierophant also talks about wisdom. It talks about learning lessons. This is something new for them. It can also talk about a deepening of commitment, or somebody kind of moving towards something that is much more stable. It can talk about government, yeah. So they may have had some kind of issues around work for some of them, especially with the Five of Pentacles. The Four of Swords is telling me that there's been some kind of stress in their lives, which has caused them, or is causing us, to want to pursue something new, to pursue something different. So we're receiving this clarity or this vision. Now, with the Four of Wands, it talks about bringing in more stability, more stable partnerships. Maybe the partnerships or the jobs or the positions that they've been in have been more of a kind of superficial nature. This talks about being able to celebrate this stability, being able to celebrate this connection, wanting to take something to the next level here. We then have the Nine of Cups, which is talking about their wishes, their dreams, but it also talks about something kind of being hidden under this table, yeah. They may be kind of trying to act like everything's okay in some sense, yeah, but they are trying to manifest a wish, manifest a desire. We could be wanting to manifest one of our wishes or manifesting our desires, and the universe may be rejecting us or putting in us in this place of financial insecurity, or feeling like we're going to see our lover out with somebody else if we don't move fast enough. That is that kind of energy, because it talks about the high priestess is talking about something needing to come together. We have two opposite forces needing to come together. And with the black and the white here, it's also saying that it's not what they're used to. This connection is not what they're used to. Or where you're coming from is completely different to where you've been. This is a raising of vibration, a raising of consciousness with the Hierophant. But it's also saying with the Nine of Cups that they're wanting this wish fulfillment. They're wanting this emotional wish fulfillment that they may not be getting at present. However, they're wanting to take this to something more stable. The Ace of Pentacles tells us, look, they want to give this gift. They want to give this offer. They want to present something. This is an opportunity that will take them out of this garden into something new, something beyond what they've been in. However, there could be also fights with the Five of Swords. This could be chaos. This could be arguments. This could be also battling internally with themselves about whether they should actually take this on or not. They may be in situations that are kind of no-win situations. So they're feeling like that they have to kind of move, or they have to keep fighting with this energy. Because after this, so they've moved from the Four of Swords to the Five of Swords. And then after that is the Six of Swords, which totally means moving away from these rocky waters, moving away from this violent situation, moving away from this angst, moving away from this kind of mental confusion. And in doing so, they get themselves to a point of peace with the Six. Yeah. However, we don't have the Six. We move straight on to the King of Swords. Yeah. Now this talks about contracts. This talks about negotiations. It also is reminding them that there is consequences for these actions, or they're facing consequences for actions if they don't do what they're kind of being inspired to do, if they don't kind of open up emotionally. Because the Knight of Cups here is an offer being made to them. Somebody is making them an offer. This feminine energy here is making this knight an offer, is presenting them with the Holy Grail, something that they really don't know about. For some of them, it's talking about the twin flame journey. They're not really sure about the twin flame journey. There may be emotional blocks to this because they're like unsure of how this works. Because the Knight of Cups can talk about needing to kind of see beyond those emotional blocks, needing to allow the emotions or the water to kind of run smoothly, because otherwise it creates these blocks in energy. Now they're needing to also see something from a higher perspective. We have a load of birds here, which is giving them that clarity. The King of Swords talks about actions. It talks about movements. There may be something to do with justice here, or fairness, trying to find balance here, because they're being handed this sword. And that is also the sword of truth, yeah? But there is some confusion around this King of Swords. He has all of these clouds around him here. But it's like once he takes this sword up here, it talks about having more clarity, having that vision, not being held to consequences such as the Five of Pentacles, which talks about loss, which talks about fear of abandonment. So they may be triggered by old fears, especially if they're coming from the Four of Swords, which means that they may have had some kind of heartbreak in their past situation. It's also telling us to move forward in our spiritual project and our progress here with the Knight of Cups, sorry, because this is about going on a journey to find this Holy Grail. Now, it's not the actual Holy Grail itself that is important. It is more about learning on that journey. Yeah. So then we have victory. Should they complete the task, or should we allow ourselves to go along this journey and to flow without any kind of emotional pullbacks? Yeah. It can talk about getting to the Ten of Cups, but they're needing to open up and release something that's being kept hidden. There is some kind of truth behind this curtain that's being kept hidden. Why do we have this big curtain here? We also have them children here, where they're feeling these fears, because these children are looking on at somebody who is very happy in a situation where they are. So they may be feeling like the divine feminine is very happy in that situation, is very kind of happy with what they have. They may see the divine feminine manifesting, and their inner child or some part of them is wanting to kind of move towards this happiness. Now, it denotes victory here, but what the Six of Wands also talks about is if they can release their ego and allow themselves to move forward, then they will get this victory. Then it will be a victory for both parties, both the leader and the followers. Now, the divine feminine may be shining her light, which means that it's almost like a lighthouse where she's shining her light and he is attracted to this energy. He is being pulled into this energy. There is this sense of being triggered into action, being triggered into movement. And this is coming from this past life energy with the Greco-Roman. It feels like they've been here before. It also talks about this energy, these clouds are opening up in here. Yeah, they're needing to let down their boundaries with this Greco-Roman energy, yeah? Because they're feeling this connection, but maybe emotionally they're trying to hold back. But they are being gifted with this cup in the Knight of Cups. This can talk about an invitation, and that energy can go both ways. So maybe they're needing to make this invitation or take this cup. This Knight of Cups is also here. He's covered in fishes, which talks about abundance. Yeah, these are little red fishes all over his armor, and that talks about tapping in spiritually to receive your abundance. And it's almost like this divine feminine is like, look, I'm already tapped in. The red is the color of manifestation, so the divine feminine may be in complete opposition to where the masculine is in terms of energy. So it's about tapping into that receptivity, and that could mean for projects, it could mean for creativity, artistic pursuits, all of those stuff, poetry. This is a really good time to tap into our creative skills, and that is whether you're masculine or feminine, because you can use the divine masculine energy. That is the surge forward. That is the yang energy that pushes us forward. But we're also needing to use the feminine energy, which makes us more receptive. Now here, we also have the Knight, which is urging them to be courageous. It's urging them to tap into something maybe that's a bit more loyal, but they're needing to be adventurous to do this. This is about traveling places you haven't been before. It's about taking on opportunities. It's about allowing yourself to be a little bit more idealistic, even in the face of abandonment, even in the face of financial scarcity consciousness, yeah, which is very hard to do. But it's like once spirit's leading the way, there is this card here of mourning, and it talks about renewal. It talks about awakening. It talks about you're not going through these challenges just so that you can kind of repeat them. Yeah, this is about tapping in and it being a whole gift, it being a whole brand new dawn, brand new day for them. Yeah, we also have the Star of Independence, yeah, which is saying that they're needing to kind of free themselves from something, and in doing so the universe will deliver their wishes here. Yeah, they are being crowned with this laurel wreath. Yeah, they are being, this is somebody that is being crowned by spirit almost, because we also have the divine feminine is actually here at the front of the horse. We have spirit here, or we have this kind of what do you call them, monk crowning this divine masculine, yeah, because he has manifested what he needs to manifest. He is completely in red now. We're no longer with the little red fishes. And here with the King of Swords, he has red arms. So it's talking about taking an opportunity or facing the consequences for that, for not doing it, should I say. He has been handed the sword. We could also look at the divine masculine wearing red here, but that is using it in an aggressive way. This is going to be constant fights, constant battles, the universe pushing you to make a decision, yeah, not having no clarity because they're kind of in this battle mode, maybe internally with themselves, mentally with themselves, or it could actually be manifesting in the physical world where this energy that they're repressing is causing arguments within their daily life. It's causing the universe to kind of push them into situations. So if you feel like you're being pushed by the universe, or you feel like things are really going wrong, they may need to open the door. Now this is one of the door cards, and on the back it says 1111. Now this is a pretty solid door here. This is one that seems quite intimidating to approach, yeah? But it says numbers in doubles, synchronicity in 2. Don't hold back your love now. Life is meant for you. So if they can have the courage to open this door or to go on this journey, what they're going to find behind that door is synchronistic. It's going to be lucky almost, yeah? But they're needing with the Rumi card to open their heart, to follow their heart, even though maybe the connections that they've been in haven't been as fulfilling as they've imagined or have wanted, yeah? Now, in terms of the psychology, yeah, we have this sofa here. Now, this is talking about how fulfilled are you, yeah? Are you just living with contentment, yeah? Or are you allowing yourself to be happy? Can you help yourself to be happy? What are the conditions of fulfillment, yeah? It says, let us live therefore cheerfully, although there is no lasting joy in mortal things. But if there is any good thing by which you would adorn this stage of life, we have not such been cheated. Rest, serenity, modesty, self-restraint, orderliness, change, fun, entertainment, society, temperance, sleep, food, drink, riding, sailing, walking, yeah, education, marriage, feasting, the satisfaction of recalling an orderly disposition of the past, cleanliness, water, fire, listening to music, looking at all about one, talks, stories, history, liberty, continents, little birds, puppies, cats, yeah, and the common flux of time, fate and fortune over the afflicted and the favoured alike. There is a good hope for things beyond all hope. Good in the exercise of some art in which one is skilled. Good in meditating upon the manifold transmutation of all nature and upon the magnitude of earth. Yeah, so it's like fate and fortune will step in over the afflicted if they can look at what is actually making them happy. Are they happy in that situation? Are you happy in your current situation at work? If not, now is the time to do something about it. Now is the time to listen to those signs, to follow the numbers even. Some of you may be seeing 1111 or 22 with the twin flame number. And it's not just about the twin flame journey. It's about the universe giving you signs and signals through numbers, yeah, that are going to lead you to this stability, that are going to lead you to more of a celebration. Because this can talk about a reunion as well. For some of you, they're being brought back to you, either from a past life, or this thing, this skill that you have, this talent, this creativity that you have is being brought back from a past life for you, or it's something that you've had in this life, or the masculines had in this life, and they may have rejected it, because this can talk about reunion. But there is things that need to be done. Yeah, it's following the signs, following the synchronicities in order to manifest. So I really do hope this has helped. Take care, stay blessed. See you next Friday.